What are your thoughts on the FAA potentially moving to Starlink, and how's that? I don't, like I said, compliance has should remain the same. The issue I have is with that is that they already have an agreement with Verizon. It's a conflict of interest. I don't trust. Listen to me. Listen to me right now. Do you trust? Do you trust somebody who's going to lie about video games? You trust somebody to take over the FAA's communication who lied about video? I do not trust this dude. I do not trust this dude. And this system's designed, the whole idea behind conflict of interest is that you don't have to trust the person because there's no conflict of interest. If you have a third party come in and do an evaluation on whether or not the FAA's communication is good or bad, they don't have a dog in the fight. They're a third party. A third party comes in who doesn't have stock in the corporation that's trying to take over the communications. It doesn't make any sense. I don't trust this guy. He has a conflict of interest. Why the hell is he going to tell the truth? It's not human nature. Does that make any sense? Or am I crazy? I feel like I'm crazy or something. I've been signing these documents for years to try to get in these jobs. And the first thing they ask you a bunch of questions to see if you have a conflict of interest. When I worked at NASA, they said, okay, have you ever worked for an organization that has worked with that? Do you own a company that did you come out of the military where you influenced the contracts that for this organization that you're about to work on? In other words, I'm going to work for NASA. And one of the questions they ask you is, were you a government official in this other organization that influenced the contract for the organization you're about to work for? That's one of the many questions that they ask you when you sign these documents, to make sure that there's no conflict of interest. And those are the laws that we've had on the books. And for this dude, Doge, to come in and say, okay, you know what? You guys have bad communication ability. The communications here with Verizon is bad, and that's the whole reason why these planes are crashing. Therefore, my company can take this over free of cost to you, the American people. I don't trust this guy. I don't know. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, even if you are an Elon supporter or a Trump supporter, you should really be thinking about that. It's a huge conflict of interest, and it should be a third party. These are planes. Like, you're going to get on a plane within the next year. And this is not something we should mess around with. We should not listen. We can give all of these, if you want to give all kinds of grants and subsidies and welfare to all these gigantic billionaires and companies, be my guest, but not at the expense of our security, national security, our physical security, our system security. I don't think that we should give them that much power. I don't think it's safe for anyone, for flying, for nuclear weapons, for any avenue that's affecting our lives directly. If you want to give them subsidies, you want to give them tax breaks, you want to give, but not at the expense of our freaking lives, guys. Please think about what's happening here. I'm just so shocked that people are just giving away freedom like it's shocking to me. I don't know what's going on, man, but Bruce, regarding your comments about assurance, you can bet that other Five Eyes nations are lowering their level of security trust in the U.S. right now. Yeah. As somebody who's been around this, who's had clearances and have worked with these other organizations, these other countries, this is really a shock to me. All this stuff that's happening, I'm just really blown away by what's happening. I'm disappointed and I'm ashamed. It's shameful what's happening, and I'm really shocked that Americans are just allowing this to happen. And I don't understand. It's too bad. It's too bad. But that's it, guys. Sorry to end it on such a negative note. I'm not normally like this. It really pissed me off. It makes me upset. Um, it's really too bad because I really love the U.S. But to see it happen, like to see this happening before my eyes, is just like, damn, too bad, too bad. But I think that the silver lining is that the skills that we have are good anywhere on earth. It's always going to be in demand across multiple industries, across many different countries. So the great thing is that this is an evergreen skill set. Governance, risk, and compliance is evergreen. Everybody needs it. Maybe they want to control it in their own way, but it's not going anywhere. I think that even if they do come down and say, Bruce, yeah, we're gonna have to let you go. You want to work for Doge? I'm gonna be like, you already know what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say it on camera. I don't want to get arrested. But no, the answer is gonna be no, and I'm gonna go work for somebody else making the same amount of money or more. That's what'll happen. So, and I want the same for you guys. I want that same level of confidence that no matter what happens or who takes control of the reins, you're good. That's what I want for you. It's possible. Like, I think that most of us have some level of exposure in governance, risk, and compliance. So there's a way you can get in it. And if you're starting from scratch, the first step is to get your hands on some IT. That's the first step. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you guys for watching on TikTok. I'm about to end this live. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your donations. Thank you for all of your kind words, for your awesome questions. I'll be back here next week. I will do better about telling you a time that I'll be on beforehand. But thank you, Larry. Special thanks to Rookie and Larry for your donations. I'm gonna be buying me some more Liquid Death pretty soon. And stay tuned. I've got tons of teaching, not just a workbook, not just a free book on Amazon, but a program, one-on-one sessions, everything, you name it. It's coming really soon. I just got to do all the back end stuff. All right, guys, later. I'm out of here. Peace.